What is this? Are you a dream, a fantasy, a recollection spawned of my own dead mind? Yes, you are that, but you are more too. I know you, Spirit Eater. You are an irony that walks, two fates bound together, both severed and incomplete. And you have brought others, cast-offs, discarded souls such as this priestess. She is of the higher planes, tinged with Kalimvor's blind philosophy, salted with the wretched tears of Ilmater's pity. Are you here because Ilmater has now done as Kalimvor did?
Ilmater forsakes no one, Myrkul. Even ones who commit such atrocities as building the Wall of the Faithless and making vessels to feed its strength.
Ilmater may take pity on you, little bird, but Kalimvor severed you like a gangrenous hand. He smelled the death of faith upon you. With all his pragmatism, he can be crueler than I, but he will not rule the dead better for it, I think.
He rules the dead now, Myrkul. One could even say he rules dead gods as they drift in this empty place.
Perhaps. It is an amusing notion, but your life embodies an irony of Kalimvor as well.
He does not know what he speaks of.
Do I not? You sought to console the dying, soothe their pain and doubt. Then the true pain came when you discovered where you were guiding them. Doom guides. An apt name. What matters in healing their pain if the true agony is to come? That is what awaits them on my wall.
It is only a structure. It will not survive time and faith. It will not survive me. We are both of one mind about this, Myrkul. The wall will be destroyed.
You would have an easier time dismantling Mount Celestia, stone by stone. Ritual and circumstance are not easily undone, little bird, and they are rarely accomplished by peace. Will you lead the living to slaughter and die for those already lost? What a sacrifice for you to demand of those who blindly follow you.
Time and justice favor me. You know not what you say, Myrkul.
I know this. I know your grandfather came to your god Kalimvor in secret before you mounted your great crusade.
He lies. My grandfather shared no words with Kalimvor.
Oh, there you are mistaken. He appealed on your behalf. He apologized for your narrow-mindedness. Described you as a rogue grandchild that did not learn the rules, the drumbeat by which the universe marches. Your own blood condemned you, but it was only a small punishment, was it not? You had already discovered how thin the cloak of Kalimvor's faith was. He does not keep out the cold, not at all. His punishment cast you out of his halls, sealed the door of your home to you. Never again will you walk on the slopes of Mount Celestia, hear the chorus in the house of the Triad. You are an angel left to walk the earth, with only her burning need for justice to keep her warm. A fairy tale with a bright beginning and a fiery end, I think. But isn't this how such falls always begin?
The one I follow speaks in better words than I, but I share their strength. Some fall, it is true, but others? Victory and justice sustain them until they reach the gates of their enemy.
Ah, a crusader's heart. Follow the same path, and the destination shall be no different, little dove. I should have devised punishments and prisons for one such as you, little priestess, who drift from god to god, leaving tracks in the ashes of your smoldering faith.
Your wall of the faithless will not endure, Myrkul. Like you, it will die in time.
I have accepted death. You, however, perhaps in guarding death's kingdom, you thought such fates were beneath you.
Who has fallen now?
When you go before Kelemvor, little dove, see what he says to your reasons and your appeals. Ask him to dispense with ritual, with the agonies of the wall, and listen to his answer. At that moment you will fall. You will know that the planes turn, and justice does not drive them.
Once you were the lord of decay, of corruption, of wasting away, and now you are at the mercy of all those things. It makes me suspect the universe is just.
Like your former god, you favor blunt action and brute force, with little regard for what such actions cause farther down the road. And perhaps what you see is not justice, but only amusement and irony, two things which I value more. And this one, he is bound for my wall, as the Coven said, no?
If the wall remains there when death comes for me, I shall crack it from within.
Braver and stronger tribes spawn of hags. Despite your ego, the universe does not bend to your whims, and it is I who set the rules long ago. But you still do not believe in gods or faith, even as you look upon my corpse. But I suppose to believe in one such as me. To you that is a death of a different sort, and no less painful than dying within my wall of the faithless. And what other detritus clings to you, Spirit Eater? The Red Woman, she has been here before. All that she is now, she owes to me, and to you, Spirit Eater.
Your memory is fading faster than your name, old god, and you're wrong on 2 counts. First, I have never been to the astral realm before this moment, so this is not a reacquaintance. And second, I owe you nothing.
But you stood before me just a short time ago, Red Woman, burning with rage and love in equal measure. What a shattered thing you have become, as ignorant of your own nature as the one who leads you. If only your beloved had accepted my judgment of you, your suffering might have ended long ago. Spirit Eater, speak, and tell me what has brought you to this boneyard of gods. Did you step through a portal without knowing where it led? We are between the planes, Spirit Eater, in a crossroad of sorts. An infinite sky where sensation and dream are sharpened to an edge. And a charnel house for gods who are dead. An easy place to drift and sleep. A kinder death than millions that I contend. But then, the planes do not promise justice, do they? 2 fates, yes. Of the hero who plied the sword coast and awoke in a barrow soaked in blood, I know little. But the other, the betrayer Akashi, he is just as I left him. He is empty now. A ravening void that seeks always to fill itself up, to regain what the wall took from him. So he steals what he lost. A face, a body, a name. These are a mask to be worn for a time, until they are also devoured by his unending hunger. For now, yes, he has worn many such masks, and he will wear countless more once you are gone. The betrayer's hunger was born in the wall of the faithless. I placed him there and watched as his mind slowly drained away. His thoughts, his memories, these were torn from his grasp. One by one, emptiness filled him. The hunger of the wall, But before the wall could consume him completely, I tore him free, so that his suffering, his emptiness would linger eternal. Oh, you have seen delusions, perhaps? The spawn of your desperate mind. Nothing remains of the betrayer's mind or self, else he would not be the ravening, empty beast that he is. He raised an army, marched against the realm of the dead, against his god. Is that not crime enough? For justice, to tear down the wall of the faithless and set free all the souls that I had bound within. To defy the order of the planes, the combat between mortals and gods. Do not presume to hurl blame at my door, Spirit Eater. I cannot account for the treacheries of every mortal soul, only for their consequences. Oh, it was no matter of choice. The betrayer has become an empty, mindless thing. When he devours one mask, he simply waits for the next to appear. Perhaps you blundered too near, or perhaps he lay in darkness, trapped and forgotten, and someone gave you to him. Only love could be so cruel, I think. I made a place for Akashi in the wall of the faithless. Your soul has gone to fill it. When the betrayer's hunger finally consumes your body and mind, then your soul will dissolve into the wall, and you will be no more. To reclaim your soul, to tear it from the wall, only in that impossibility might you find your salvation. But how to assault the city of judgment? Unless you were to follow a road already prepared. Yes, Spirit Eater, that gate is a doorway to the empire that I lost, the realm of the dead. Do you have the key, I wonder? You possessed it once. It is that which you and the betrayer held in common, the silver blade of the demigoddess Gith. And now the sword awaits you, fully forged in the sanctum of one who loves you. Everything in place, almost as though it was planned this way from the start. The pleasure may be mine, but the plan is not. Your ally and your enemy are one and the same, Spirit Eater, and I am neither. Use the blade to open the gate, assault the city of judgment, and tear your soul from the wall. Finish what Akashi began. Your captains have waited long for your return. When the gate swings wide, they will come like loyal hounds, tongues lolling from their mouths at the very thought of a new crusade. The fallen angel, his wings dark now, their luster surrendered for you. The dragon, bound by a debt that she cannot repay, and the lich, craving the answers that lie beyond the gates. But to whistle up your dogs, Spirit Eater, you will need the blade. Only 2 portals provide passage from this drifting cairn of mine. One brought you here, the other will lead you to the sanctum where the blade and your ally await. Go quickly, Spirit Eater. If you would look upon her face, you will not be her only visitor today. My hound is clever, is he not? You opened the door, as Ahriman hoped. and now he follows your ally to her wretched den. You saw him in your dream of the gate, saw him for the priest he once was, who served me at his brother's side, and turned against me at his brother's whim. He chose his brother over his god, but in his brother's defeat, I showed him mercy. He saw his error and repented on his knee. Ah, Spirit Eater, perhaps some part of Akachi does still linger in your mind. You know me as he once did. Yes, I ensured that Araman would not betray me again. I set a guess upon him and imprisoned his soul in the City of Judgment, a hostage, until such time as he sent your ally's soul to its rightful place. His faith in me sustains him. Belief is the currency of the plains, Spirit Eater, as your little dove will tell you. By my decree, his body does not age, nor will it, until his quarry is brought to ground.
Judgment has been too long delayed. Myrkul's time on the plains is done.
It is not yours to dispense judgment, Spirit Eater. The hunger of the wall holds no sway over gods. You have no right. Judgment is the purview of gods. In all you do, you glorify me, Spirit Eater. You stoke the embers of my soul. A final irony, even in this.
And so, Myrkul at last lies dead. Prepare yourself, as his servants yet live, and they will not be pleased by what you have done.